This face belongs on the tizzy.
Might go back to trapping or I stay to this rapping. It wouldn't even matter. Never know what happens. I stay on the target, light 'em up like target practice. Lights, camera, action. My life been so tragic. Might go back to trapping or I stay to this rapping. It wouldn't even matter. Never know what happens. I stay on the target, light 'em up like target practice. Motive been a pro. I've been here before. I can switch the style. Still put on the show. Yeah, I might have lied, but I ain't never told. Might lost a fight, but I ain't never fold. Game full of clowns and everybody knows I do what I want and you do what you're told. Stand down, homie, make you say it 10 toes. Take it back to ludicrous and make me throw them balls. This shit here for real, don't make me pop a pill. Prepare you for the thrill, to show you what it is. Make you take a bow, Messiah just appeared. Saying that I changed, ain't shit changed but the years.
Yeah! You know who it is, you know what it is. I'm your host, Billy D. Braille, man. You tuned into another installment of Talk Your Talk, man. And today, I'm gonna let these boys introduce themselves, man. Talk your talk.
Yo, my name is RIPPER. I'm a Southern hip hop artist, recording artist, engineer, manager, straight out of Athens / Madison County, Georgia.
Yes, sir. MOTORHEAD2X, straight out of Athens, Georgia, man. Independent artist, you know, hip hop, man. We don't die, man. We still here, man. You know how we rock by that.
Yeah, man, I'm glad y'all boys slid through here, man, talking with me, man. You know what I'm saying, man. Let's just start off like this, man. What was y'all introduction to hip hop?
Well, my introduction was a bit brief. My mom cycled the Goody Mob and Outkast a lot when I was little, and I started listening to the radio and writing poetry, and that made me want to be a artist that could speak over beats.
Gotcha.
With me, man, it was like, you know, just growing up listening to, hearing my people get excited from listening to like Biggie and Tupac. I just realized how music impact people, and it can make them excited and happy. So that's when I got involved to like listen to music. So yeah, that was my introduction to like music, period, right?
Okay. And how did that lead y'all into want to become a rapper yourself?
Well, like after seeing like the money they made and things that were visions and videos and stuff, it made me want to be a rapper and put on for my little town or whatever. It was just the culture and music and bars all in one. It's like an eargasm. So
Shit, with me, I mean, basically, like, when I wanted to become an artist, it was actually here at NutriSpace, age 14, I performed for the first time ever on the stage, and the reaction I just got from everybody, you know, being up there, it made me, like, the love and the energy that I was getting from it, it made me like, dang, I could do this, you know what I mean? So, that brought me to want to be an artist, you feel me?
Okay. That's when you first caught that bug.
Yes, sir.
I always tell people, man, performing on stage is the only thing better than sex, man.
Yeah.
Talk your talk.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sher, man. Okay, so let me ask y'all this. How would y'all describe y'all sound and style?
Very southern, very pimp type, like the whole UGK 8-ball era, and kind of fusing my own bars with the style and enhancing that style and finding my craft. You know, that's how I found out my style of music is just being proud to be southern. You know.
Check. Talk your talk.
So mine's definitely, you know, definitely southern. You know, just the authenticity of it and everything. I just keep it crunk, but keep it real. You know what I mean? Like at the same time. So they basically like describe my music.
Okay. Well, speaking of your style and sound, let me ask y'all this. Speak on your creativity process, like what you go through, you create. You know what I'm saying? And what do you look for in the beat? And also, I would like to ask artists this: do you write on paper? Do you write on your phone, or you just go in the lab and you create bar for bar off the top of your head?
Well, I like dope beats, and I'm industry producers. I'm messing with a lot of them, M16, Shawty Fresh. A lot of them are gonna be on my upcoming album, as well as Rocky B and Joe Peoples.
Shout out to Rocky.
I go about it by listening to the beat. I meditate on the beat. Sometimes I write, but most of the time I just put it together on wax since I'm recording it myself. I never used the phone because of the Drake method. Like, he lost his BlackBerry, and I wasn't with it.
Right. Check.
See, they kind of tie into how I do it, like with the phone situation. I mean, that's just, this day and age, how people do it. And then also, like you said, you got the guys who could just go in there and like punch in and do that. But me, it's like a time frame thing, and I'm just so original. I like to write it on paper, but I will also put it in my phone. Just in case you don't want to hear no rattling when I'm holding it, or anything like that. So yeah, that's how it
does have its perks though.
Yeah, just a little bit, yeah.
And see, I'm gonna tell you one thing. I remember a while back, I had tried to start doing the no writing thing, where you just memorize the bars in your head. So quick story, long story short, because this ain't about me, this is about y'all. So I had a dope track in my head. I had been spinning for days, so I went like a day or so without running it through my head. I get to the lab. Well, I couldn't remember a single bar. I said, oh, nah, I can't do this no more. Ever since I was first name but the paper, because I know the paper ain't going
Stick to the pad, man. Hey, the pad's still here now.
Right.
Fun fact, me and my homie Sniper, we grew up writing off each other all the time, man. We used to throw away 42-gallon trash bags of raps every month. Like,
I thought I used to write.
We dumping them, and I'm like, man, well, it's time to come up with some new stuff. And he's like, well, it's time to fill the bag up again. So like, it was kind of competition for us. And I shout out the Sniper. I appreciate the, the camaraderie, but also the rivalry. Right.
Yeah, man. The
friendly competition.
So I know y'all boys, y'all been heavy on the scene. What's your favorite project that y'all gonna drop of your own?
Right now, I'm gonna have to say.
I ain't gonna cut y'all. We gonna get into all the projects you released a little later, but.
No, it's no problem. Right now, I'm liking the Miseducation too, because
travel.
Well, the first one was the Miseducation of travel.
Okay,
this is just the Miseducation too.
Right, gotcha.
I felt like I was talking about too much trap shit, and like the pandemic happened, and Black people were getting killed. Yeah. So I was like, man, there's more to touch on than just traveling, which is fine if that's the way you day-to-day eat. But we're also in a society now that stuff is getting bad for everybody. So I just wanted to speak on the real from my perspective.
Yeah, respect. Talk about
mine's definitely the A project. It was like a 2019 project that I dropped. And the A, it stands for appreciate your excellence. I just look at somebody and I just be like, hey, all right now. That means appreciate your excellence. Don't get knocked off about like with everything that's going on out here. Don't get off course. Just appreciate your excellence, Black excellence at that.
Right.
You feel me? So yeah, man. So the A project was like my biggest impact with this next one. I'm telling you, it might top it. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. So let me ask y'all this. What do you like better, performing or the recording process?
For me, no, I ain't gonna lie now. You said performing is like busting a nut, because I am live when it comes to performing. But I also love the process, like the process of creating and then mixing and mastering professionally and hearing it on wax, like the playback is my nut busting experience, because I'll be like, damn, that's like really me. You know what I'm saying?
I did that.
Word.
Looking at a child that you gave birth to.
With me, I mean, it's basically similar to the Ripper, man. I love performing, that they can get the real, they get the real from you when they see you live and everything. But I tell my people though, my friends and everything, I tell them the best and the special part is the creating process. I mean, just sitting there coming up with everything, while the beat being made, you coming up with your art like that. So I mean, it's kind of even with me, but I have to just go with the creating process, honestly, because that's what makes everything. You know what I mean? So
that's what it started with. That's what it started with. And also, just being an elder, man. I've been around the scene for a while, man, and also I done seen the different cycles of the scene rotate, you know, throughout the years. And since y'all been on the scene to where the scene is at now, what are y'all thoughts on how the scene looking, and what do y'all think the scene moving, and what do y'all think that the artists can do to make the scene push a little further, to put things into perspective to where they need to be?
Firstly, I'd like to give Athens hip hop scene a hand clap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we got some talented people down here, talented artists, female and male. The legends here are dope. You can actually go talk to them. They're not stuck up. You know what I'm saying? I came up under Elite Showstopper, so
Shout out to Elite, one of my homies.
he's like one of the people that really molded me into what I wanted to be. What do we have to do different? We got to start gelling. If you notice, every other scene, they do this and help a hand up. I think that we're available to help a hand up, but it's rare that we do it because everybody's like doing their own thing. But the numbers are pushed, the creativities are pushing. We all gel together. You know what I'm saying? That's just my thoughts.
Good response. Talk your talk, Mo.
Yeah. Basically, like with the Athens scene, man, like I said, like he said, man, it's a lot of great, like the sound in Athens is like amazing. Like all these different artists, you know, male and females. It has been growing, you know, over the past, I'm gonna say over the years, but the past like 4 or 5, like you actually don't see, you know, everybody wanting hip hop now. You know, they want people to, they want to go to a hip hop show instead of a, you know what I mean? It's like it's a lot with it, but like what we need to do, like he said, man, just come together. Like look at all these other people, like you know what I mean? They don't have beefs within a city. But then they realized they ain't gonna do nothing for us. They came together. Now they got features together. Now they doing videos together, making money together. So that's all we need to do. Like that's it.
Talk your talk, yo. Exactly. And see, the reason why I like to ask that, because I feel like as artists, you know, one thing that like I was telling Mo the other day, like if you're not an artist, like you don't understand our power process. The only people we can talk to about this shit is each other. So that's why we have to start doing this. Like even your wife, your mother, your kids. If they're not an artist, you can't talk to them about this stuff.
They don't relate.
It go in one and out the other. They might sit there and listen to you, but at the end of the day, like they ain't gonna give you the response and the feedback that you need. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why when we come together and do stuff like this, it spark other stuff too. You know what I'm saying? Because we the artists, we can speak to each other. We talk the same language, the artist language. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Talk that.
And also, like, y'all got 2 real interesting stage names. Let me know how y'all came up with y'all stage names.
Okay, so first of all, I went to Madison County Middle School.
Shout out to Madison County.
And throughout high school. So I think my 7th grade year, I wanted to play basketball, but I didn't make tryouts. So I started to be the manager. My brother played, like all my brothers and friends played, and like we were at a rival game. I think it was Everton or some shit like that, and some dude was just beating on the door, and I started rapping, and that man just ripped that man. I was like, oh yeah, that's it. Because like I always wanted to use some of my real name, and then something that relates to like killing verses and bars, so I automatically thought about the Ripper, you know what I'm saying? So it just kind of meshed together, and I've been thankful for it. That's what I get called to this day.
You're a dope alien. 2 times. Let me know how you came up with that name.
Man, my name, it's originated from my dad. You know, he's definitely the first motorhead out of Pardo, Uptown.
Shout out to Paul.
Stand up, Pardo.
Yeah. And like when I moved inside of the family, you know, I was just a little motorhead. But when I started doing the music, you know, I veered away from that. You know, I don't have like multiple rap names. And I was wondering why I wasn't getting the views that I was supposed to get when I was those names. And it just made me realize, like, man, just stick to the nickname. Like, this nickname is what everybody know you as, you know what I mean? So I just wanted to respect my daddy and the band Motorhead, metal band. I wanted to respect them by putting the 2 times in it. You know, I'm the second. Like I said, from now on, now my son is 3 times. 3 times. So when he have a son, it's gonna be 4 times. So instead of junior, senior, it's just gonna be the times. You
okay,
that's
dope. That's dope. I always wonder how you came about your name. I was gonna wait till you got.
Just hand it down to me. It was handed down.
All right. Y'all boy, give me a rundown of the projects y'all done release. That you can remember.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I think I'm gonna
start. Just the projects y'all want to bring, or how y'all want to talk to me.
2010 was the Wild Card EP. EPK. That was a band originated in Athens at Russell Hall. Did numbers for a long time as far as shows and like selling merch and music. We kind of paved the way for a lot of people. But that was one memorable art, work of art or body of work, because like that's when people started paying attention to me.
Yeah.
You know, it's that first one that like Motorhead was saying, it's that first pop you get on stage. Man, I started seeing people going crazy off the music it was doing. It was like a rush, and then you get paid for frat shows, and I was like, whoa, this is getting serious. But definitely the EPK, City of the Dreamers, was my first solo project, so that's always near and dear to my heart as well. But I'm banking, like I said, this miseducation too is gonna be a problem. Industry beats, mix and masters, from the album art, everybody that I'm working with, it's just so much more than anything else I've put my time and efforts in.
Good talk, good talk.
Yeah, like the past 4 years, you know, like I said, that A project was my favorite. And that's when I found like my sound that I was gonna run with. So that was like one of the projects that triggered like all the ones that came after. You know, like the 2X19 and, you know, on beyond. Like, it's just a lot that I put into it. So it's just like the album, like I can't even like, you know, really think about it. Cause at one point I was dropping things like Gucci, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, like, if I had to like just choose a project, man, that like molded me to like where I am now, I mean, I just have to go to that project, A project. And that's the one that I just always just think about when anybody asks me that question, man. So that's it for that one.
All right, good talk, good talk. All right, now that y'all spoke on your releases of the past, let me know what y'all working on now, man. Let me know, like, I know y'all had kind of got into it, but let me know the inspiration of the project you working on, where you want to head to, and anything else you want to shout out about the project you currently working on.
My inspiration for the Miseducation 2 is definitely Jay-Z.
Holla.
Let's stand with a little Crit and Pimp C. I'm really at the point of life, and when you get this old and you're still doing this, and you see people and things that get fabricated within the game, you just get tired. So like the Miseducation 2 is real deal bars and concepts with a little bit of that country shit. Like fuck being humble. Like that was a message to everybody that like I felt like I need to get off my chest. It was just like, bro, I'm gonna do this shit regardless. I said I was gonna quit a million times before, but guess what, bitch? I'm in the studio. I'm in the studio, so fuck being humble. You know what I'm saying?
Talk your talk. There you go. All right, talk your talk, Mo.
You know, I got a lot of shit coming up, but this main project, Mo Thin, about to drop. This is the longest I ever spent on the project, so that's why I feel like this is gonna be like, it's gonna top my favorite, what I've been talking about. But the difference in it is just like, I put my all into it, cause I've been going through a lot in the past couple months, so I was able to like congest all that and put it into it, you know, so this is gonna be a big project, and I just hope everybody able to tune in when it drop next week. So
next week,
Mo Thin,
we're gonna be like, damn,
yeah, exactly. Holy Ghost and all that.
Man, the Holy Ghost, I dropped church through the plug when this man started doing the Holy Ghost. And believe it or not, Motor was like front row.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Whoa,
Yeah.
that's dope. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
So Motorhead is definitely an artist that I appreciate, and he's
Good
young.
talk. You already know.
Man. If you haven't, go see a Motorhead 2-Time show.
Yes, sir. We got to get one together, boy. A big show.
And one thing I like about 2-Time, I like his energy.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And when you see him and you start talking about the music, it's like, boy, what? You know what I'm saying? Cause I be the same way, man. You know, and I like that sport, man. But I want to ask y'all too. At this point in the game, what inspires y'all at this point in the game? Like, what do y'all seek inspiration from at this point in your career, at this point in the game?
Just different levels and positioning in the game now. Because it started off small, like with the faith of a mustard seed, you know. I just wanted to be an artist, but the more I dig into it, the more interesting it is, and like I want different avenues. Like I want to manage, I want to be an A&R. Like I own my own record label now, but
shout it out.
This Evermore Records, man. Shout out to Rocky. We're half and half owners of the record label, and he owns the studio, the Slick Spot. But he's just been one person that's always never told me no. I was like, bro, we need to go ahead and get this stuff together and let's do this for real. And he was like, what you waiting on? Like, you only stopping yourself. So I really appreciate Rocky.
Shout out Rocky.
And just like, man, it just comes to a time and place that you gotta advance. You know, don't never be stagnant if you're doing anything. So I just wanted to be a lot more progressive than I was and have a lot more under my belt musically.
All right, good talk, good talk.
Yeah, like what was it said again?
What inspired you at this point? Like, where you seek inspiration from?
Man, I get inspiration, man, especially from the guys that were before me, especially in my city mainly. It's a lot of names, so I can't really like go through it. Like, I ain't got that much time, but they know they. I tell them every time I see them. Ripper one of them. You one of them. Yeah, my cousin T-Row one of them.
Shout out T-Row3.
Yeah, man, Duddy them, and like, you know, just literally the OGs and Athens, like for real, who like open the doors for us.
With T-Roy being your big foe, man, like what type of advice has he gave you over the years? Because I know T-Roy3, man, he's a stand-up guy, man.
I mean, no, like throughout my whole life, he don't give me advice. You know, even before, you know, I was on the music scene. You know, he was just telling me, hey, I think you can do this. Now you got the face for it, you got the energy for it, you can do it, like all that. So yeah, he always on me. He always pressure me about that still to this day. But yeah, that's like inspiration. And I get it from look, I know the industry is kind of wild now, you know, but I get inspiration from that too, you know. What not to do. Like, I ain't gonna lie, what not to do. You know, what to do and what not to do. Like, yeah, you know what I mean. So yeah, I get inspiration like every day from what I'm surrounded with and or by and everything. So.
Right. That's what I'm gonna roll into next. There any like current like artists that non-legend wise that inspire y'all or that you listen to and you be like and something that tick something in you.
Man, that Griselda crew, man.
Boom! I like them boys too.
It's up north rap, but their style alone, on top of those dope ass New York beats,
yeah, they got a good video. They got a good video.
So Griselda, like I said, definitely Crit. He's getting to the age where he's legend status. I feel like he's been underground so long. I'm trying to figure out a newcomer. Stove Guy Cooks.
Oh, that's one of my guys right there. I love Stove. I'm big on Stove.
It's like he
talking about kind of song.
Yeah.
Like robbery.
Cause like that reason withdrawal, I heard him on West Side Gun. And I was like, dang, you know, so and I stumbled across the project Reason Withdrawal. I'm like, bro, this shit is damn near flawless. Like for real, like I'm talking about ball, production. I don't even like I'm not big on Rock Marcy as a rapper, but the trade that he gave on there, man, that's borderline. That was a borderline classic, bro. And he ate everything. I like Stove too.
Yeah, Stove is definitely dope.
Man, me, like my guys that I look up to, they still dropping like Hove.
Right.
You know, definitely Kendrick. I mean, Kendrick Lamar. You know, I'm sure he inspired like half the rappers out here right now. But I get most of my inspiration and that I can keep getting every day from like my surrounding like people that I hang out with. You know, cause you know everybody out here do music. Like I said, we learn from each other. Like everything, like we learn from each other, man. We teach and we learn from each other. Like it's just how it goes. So you should always have inspiration everywhere, every day. Whoever you surround yourself with, that's inspiration. So that's how they rock with it.
Yeah. Definitely. And then I want to say this to Ripper too. Like I got a good memory. I got to remember like an elephant. Like I remember stuff. I remember when I forgot what club we was at. And we was outside, club had just let out. And this was around the time, like, I wasn't even really active like that. Bro came up to me, he was like, hey man, I want you to perform my Aaron Relief party. And he might, I'm telling them no, you know, cause he might not know, there's been a lot to me. They let me know like, damn, people still checking for the talk. There's been a lot, they put a lot in my barrier pad. I don't know, you probably don't even remember the night, but you remember when I performed at your Aaron Relief party. But I remember when you came to me that night. Whether drunk or whatever I do, I remember everything. I remember that night, man. That felt good.
Well, that world.
I don't know.
It was that World Famous? The Relief party was that World Famous.
Yeah, it was World Famous.
I forgot what club. We was in a club though, like you know when you came up to the approach me.
The reason why I'm big on showing love to elder guys, that's what I call the legends of our city, elder guys, is because without y'all nothing is possible. And like, as just as happy as you were about performing, I was ecstatic to get you on my bill because you know when you're making those steps and it's yours, you get to process it how you want to. And I was like, I want Mr. Tucker. on my shit. And I'm not gonna be told no.
Yeah, man, yeah, that meant a lot.
Shout out to him.
Yeah,
Shout out
man,
to Tony B.
appreciate it.
Tony B came through too.
Yeah,
so.
definitely, yeah. Anything else y'all want to touch on, man? Like what, anything y'all want to say before we get up out of here?
Yeah, man, like Athens, let's do this, man. Let's work together, man. Like forget all, put everything aside, all that, they put your pride to the side, man. Leave for a session or for a show, man, something, man. Like we gotta work together, man. That's how we gonna win. Like we have it, we got it, no.
The talent ain't the problem.
No.
The talent's definitely
Never been.
Yeah.
Never been. We've been doing this, man, since like Motor said, since 30. You know what I'm saying? Low down and dirty. Shout out to them. Shout out to the people that came before us. We gonna really chill. Now's the time. I'm about to be 35 in January, so I gotta get ready to have a little ripper soon.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes,
I love this music thing, but I also want to pass my torch to somebody too. So, like, let's get this together. Time's ticking.
Yeah, ain't it, man? Time waits for no man. Nah, come on, nah. Yeah.
Hey, you got anything else you want to say before we get up out of here?
Nah.
But hey, look, man, I appreciate both of y'all boys taking y'all time out y'all day, man. Slide through with the talking, man. You know what I'm saying, man. Like I say, man, we just rolling back around. Talk your talk, man. Officially back, man. My first two return guests, I'm gonna shout them out, man. And the Ripper, one love. Motorhead 2 times, one love, man. Hey, I'm your host, Mr. Talkie, aka the voice boss of the culture, man. This Talk Your Talk, man. You tuned in to Talkie TV. Yeah.
Damn.
Vibe, bitch on the whole vibe, bitch on the whole vibe, don't want the whole vibe, yeah, whoa, dying the whole vibe, dying the whole vibe. Like that pray for this round, you know what sense in my core, pick up the bag from the plug, like I deserve it or more, I got a fetish for blue faces, my pockets are more, my car came in switch, I just broke out with the bitch, and I just last in the crib, inside the dick and no rib, those words are rappers we spit, right in the image of him. I give the gas and I'm mad, so don't get caught in the rip. I bust my ass on these projects, it ain't my fault, they don't chill. Invest now, ain't him. Prices go up by the year. I'm trying to conquer my fears and shed light on my fears. I'm in the eye of the hurricane. I'm tired in everything. Plus make my nerves change and ease my mind. A blind chauffeur on the journey while the blind lead the blind. Miles Davis, my soul, I'm talking time after time. I stay low on the ladder, so all the rules while I'm high. I'm still closing the chapter, sorry to leave you behind. Been there my whole life, excuse my line. It's how it feels when you wanna hold mine. Don't hold on no time. Your breath is in the wind. You wanna hold mine, vibe. Bitch on the whole vibe. Don't wanna hold mine. Don't wanna hold mine. Like about making a way, I'm things you make. You can't run into bond feelings like you got on the cake. Life is peaches and cream, stuff loses and Hennessy. You staying in King Kong's, use with the elephant, bringing back prosperity, generational wealth. I ain't flying with fire, I turn the trust for myself. I have no thoughts to inspire, cause I'ma live forever. I want the M's like Mayweather, the fire print I can reach. If I'm successful tomorrow, I'm thanking God for me. I done been through the fire, it only scarred my feet. I'm getting blow like a trumpet, make that a baritone sax. Your heart is top in this prime, no one will give me a sack. I feel like Digger, I might be back to the black. Not worry about your mishap, I'm all about history left. A heavy shout out to Nip for leaving keys to the map. You can't leave from the front, you've never been in the back.
Yeah.